one for me. It's totally live. We depend on the good internet or the bad internet, but we'll see how it goes. The idea is to bring this presentation a bit to the next level of engagement, and basically to show you how we can bring more participative engagement in this type of presentation. In the morning, or during the day, we've run a small, you can call it a mini poll. You can access it right now. Some of you may have logged on your phone through the app, in which case, if you have logged through the app, I may see who you are here. Like Jim, feels good. If you reply through the web LT16, wootel.com/LT16, I will not be able to see who you are. I will not track anything. You are anonymous, but you can still participate. Okay. Yeah, someone says good. So yes, what I was saying is that in the morning or during the day, we were taking some feedback here on how you feel. And basically, apart from someone who said he was miserable because he wanted to check that we had really like the real feedbacks. Apart from this, you capture the mood here. Okay, what I want to do now is to focus a lot on these 3 words: instant feedback loop. Just before as well, sorry, my name is Eric. You can find some details about me on LinkedIn. Eric, do you know? I've been in this industry, despite me, for probably 20 years. I've been one of the first exhibitors here. You ask the exhibitor booth, but they've got good memories of my name here as well. So, instant feedback loop. But the first thing we'll do is make sure that no animal will be hurt during this presentation. So, this guy, at this stage here, he's got no name. So give me some options. What should we call these guys now? One name. Fred? You want to call him Fred? It's fine. We vote? Fred? Show of hands? Okay. So Fred is safe and well unless there's a problem here. And some problems may appear. So let's move on to the presentation. First thing is, I will focus, as I said, on these 3 words. And the first thing is the importance of the moment. I have my phone here, and I'm going to open a question for you. And if everything goes right, you will have received it right now. So either on your phone, you will have the push notification, or if you are on the LT16 link, you will have either received a push notification or you can refresh it, just refresh the page, and you will have this new question for me. It will look something like this, just to show you, which hopefully, again, the internet will depend on this, but question is, how many brands am I exposed to each day? You may find that I'm going into circles and long ways to go to my point, but everything is related in the end. I'm sure you will understand. So if you've started voted, I will go and check what you think. So basically, I've got a list of questions already prepared. And yeah, I can see that we are starting to capture some votes. So some people think at the moment we're exposed to 250 brands in a day. Someone says 5,000. At the moment, you are all anonymous. Jim, vote, please. So we'll give it another 30 seconds to see if we have more. Oh, yes, we're capturing more. More votes coming in, 2,500. Nobody for 50. Okay, I'll give it another 10 seconds. Wow, more, 250. Okay, if you go on internet, if you Google this, and I hardly believe it myself, they will say you are exposed to 5,000 brands in a day. 5,000. I like things simple. So what I do is a day, 12 hours. 12 hours I sleep, 12 hours I work. Okay? So, yeah. So 5,000 divided by 12 hours, I give you the answer already. This is not a quiz here. But basically it means every 8 seconds of your 12 hours, if you work more, you will be exposed to a new brand. I'm sure here you're exposed to many in a second. But so what does it mean? 5,000 brands, yes. So it means that everyone is competing for a minute of your extension. At the moment, I am competing for a minute or for a few seconds of your attention. And the thing is, when you're in my shoes, when you're doing the trainer, this is your problem. Because the guys in the room, after a few seconds, they start to focus on something else. And you need to keep them engaged and interactive. Let's check. I know it's a bit of a cheat now because I've revealed it already, but just in case we have more, okay, a bit more, 5,000. Okay, there's another experimentation that has been, this one is not a recent one, it's like 5 or 6 years ago. It was conducted by Microsoft. And they basically said, every 8 seconds, you need something new. So their point was, yes, you have a shorter attention span than a goldfish. And again, we're back into it. So after 8 seconds, we're still in our 8 seconds, you're going to switch off. That's why he's here as well. Because you should wonder what's going to happen to him if any case something happens to him. So basically, if we just refocus on this, what did we say? I need to keep you on your toes every 8 seconds. For me, I think every 15 seconds will be enough. That's why I'm doing these polls all along. That's why you see all of this interactivity. I need to give you interesting thoughts. I need to keep you entertained. And most of all, I need to possibly surprise you. And you see the way I conduct this presentation, and you will hopefully see all of these in there. So let's go to the next question now. We're going to focus now on the next two words, which were feedback loop. So I have a new question for you. I've just sent it now, so you should have received it, or in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you will have received it. Have you heard of Scrum? Have you heard of Scrum? So you should have a new question now, which is more or less like this one, which is going to refresh again in the next 3 seconds. And give me your thoughts. What is Scrum for you? It's just loading. Huh? I hope it loads faster on yours than mine. You will have something like this. So I'm just going to give it 10 more seconds or 30 more seconds for capturing your feedback here. And what I'll do now is I'm going to switch to the question. Oh. Okay, we split. 15 more seconds. I just want to see if you fall in all my traps in there. So have you heard of Scrum? What's Scrum for you? More replies? Still the same. It's a 50-50 split. Okay, the 0% were my traps. Good. Who replied? Brendan. You think there are guys in shorts? Well done. So yes, if we were in February, maybe we'll be in rugby time. But at the moment, my point was about the feedback loop. And the feedback loop, I wanted to talk about the Scrum as an agile methodology. Just a few words on this. So you may not know, but I'm coming more from the development world, coding. And in the development world, there were some old methodology, let's call them old now. One was called waterfall. So I give you a very brief and negative summary of waterfall. What is a waterfall? You take a team of 70 people, you tell them this is what you're going to work on. Give me, okay, you're going to work on the specifications, you will meet with this guy, you will develop it, you will test it, and at the end, in 2 years, we meet again. In 2 years, we meet again. And if you start to relay this with the feedback loop, would you be happy to have a feedback loop after 2 years? It's a bit of a problem. So new methodologies in terms of development, of software development, have emerged in the last decade. And they're not all called Scrums. The Scrum is a variant of it. But basically, it's about Agile. And it's about the Agile methodology, which in fact has had several impacts. First, it's about shortening the cycle. Not 2 years anymore. Now we're talking about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maximum. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Second, within these 2 or 3 weeks, we need to deliver something. You will call it an incremental improvement. But there's something that is shipped in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks. The last one, the third one is that this will be presented every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks to all the stakeholders, so that everyone can have a say on it. And the last one, so typically in the world of Scrum, there's a word for this. It's called retrospective planning. There's a slot. Typically, there's a slot especially made for the feedback loop. Every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, everyone meets for 1 hour and try to improve their own process. You are the last guy who came in, you are the trainee, or you are the top guy who's been here for 10 years. You all have the same voice because you can all improve the same process because you have all different backgrounds. And the idea is, after running these cycles over and over, you will dramatically improve your processes within a few months, not within 2 years. And you will deliver within a few weeks. So why do I talk about this? Because in anything you do, even in this type of presentation, what am I doing? In fact, I'm just shortening the cycle from 2 weeks or 3 weeks to 2 minutes or 3 minutes. And every 2 minutes or 3 minutes, I revalidate with you. And I'm doing the same. I'm doing one small thing, one small incremental improvement before I improved your understanding of the 8 seconds. Now I'm improving the understanding of the feedback loop. And I'm checking with you. This you can do with everything. You can adapt and adopt also the agile methodology that has been put in place and with good success in what you deliver in your training environment as well. And you can reduce your cycle as well. It doesn't have to be 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You adapt it. Okay. Someone tell me, what am I talking about here? Yeah, it's Leicester City. It is indeed. So, okay. He says I'm offline. Okay, no, it should have gone through. So the question is, what did the players say to Ranieri when he first came in? So if we have a bit of luck and it's gone through, I hope it did. Yeah. So what did they say? Give us more training. Please take a back seat. We want more pasta. Ranieri is Italian. And help us avoid relegation. I'm giving you another 30 seconds while I'm doing this. I'm going to refocus on the question here. So the question is about Mr. Ranieri. We have a few first of all relegation, 100% at the moment. If you disagree, it's time to vote. Make your voice count. What did they say? Before start of the season. Huh? Oh, someone's leaving. Penguin. Fred. Ah! He couldn't take it. Okay, last check and then we go for it. Okay. Paul S. Paul Stevens, maybe? I don't know. Paul is right. Paul is right. I'm afraid you're all wrong. So what they said, he said, please take a back seat. They said they just barely avoided relegation the year before. And they said, you know, we have a method now. We managed to put it in place. And we just barely avoided relegation before. And we think we're okay now. So please just watch us now. And my point here is, what's the relation between this and the feedback loop and the rest? Yeah. Sometimes the feedback is not the one you want to hear. And the problem is, it's not, the feedback loop is one thing, but it's how you deal with the feedback which is important, okay? He could have served them more pastas and more training. Maybe it wouldn't have worked too much. So he listened. You may have gathered by now that I have a slightly French accent as well. So the question is, what's happening when the feedback loop is either not in place or discarded? Well, this is not the only thing that happens, but this is the type of, okay, trouble you're in. So my point is, instant feedback loop. You understand the point of the instant? Why? Because after X seconds I'm going to lose you. I've lost 2 persons already. I think I've done quite well. The feedback loop, you understood? And basically, if I go back to my original text, if you see it for the first time, you may think that the most important is improved learning or workforce engagement. And frankly, when I write it for the first time, I think, okay, I'm going to talk about learning, I'm going to talk about engagement. But the thing is, the most important thing for me here, and I hope you understand now why, the most important thing for you to have learned what I've said, for you to have been engaged in there, was what we spent here. The time we spent here means that hopefully, even tomorrow, even next week, even next month, you remember 8 seconds. Keep focus, guys. Keep something. Okay? And you remember that this feedback loop is an important thing, and you need to reduce to shorten the cycle. The more you reduce the cycle, the more you are likely to have frequent updates on it, and the more you are likely to improve your processes. Okay. I think we're doing quite well. I've got only 10 minutes more, but I've finished my presentation. That's pretty good. So I thought it was, interesting to keep some time for any question and answer you may have. I will take your feedback. Yeah, if you have any questions, either about this or about anything else, again, as I said, I've been here quite a long time, so any question that you want to push, and I'm not sure we'll push them through the mobile. We could, but I'm not sure. But otherwise, if you have any, I will take it gladly. 1, 2, 3, no? Okay. In case you have some still open. Otherwise, we are on the stand just right here, stand 22, and we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.